Hey guys, so if you remember last week, I decided to do a book promotion and for Wattpad writers, and this week I have 5 amazing books that you can read for free on Wattpad.com. So let's get started. Number 1 is a book called The Amulet of Nickmere, written by Child of the One True King. This is an amazing fantasy book that I've actually started reading myself. So far, it's character driven, and she's an extremely descriptive writer. So here's the summary. 5 teenagers who've lost everything but each other, a 2,000-year-old king seeking revenge for a wrong committed years ago, a magical amulet, a prophecy from a captive mage. What would you do if you acquired a relic stolen from a king, lost your parents, and were forced to flee your home with 2 strangers all in the same day? When Chad finds out he had a chance to end the 2,000-year-old long war that has torn his homeland apart, you'd think he'd jump at it, right? Wrong. Racked with guilt over a death from his childhood and crippled by grief, he stumbles along a series of adventures with 4 companions bent on ending Agnir's reign, and he fully intends to assist them in saving the world without the help of his magic. But after discovering the true nature of the amulet, an ancient relic stolen from an ancient king, it looks like he may not have a choice in the matter. He must either face and defeat his inner demons or condemn the people of his homeland to endless tyranny. Pursued by Agnir's forces and frequently summoned by a strange old mage in his sleep, Chad finally achieves victory over himself, but can he defeat an enemy who possesses immortality? The highest ranking her story has actually gotten has been 115 and male protagonist. As you can see from the screenshot, her book has 26.5 thousand reads, which is highly impressive, and this book also has 81 parts to it, which this is the reason why I'm still only on chapter 18. Here's the link. So, number 2. Next is A Shifting Lands, written by Felde Lover. It's a fantasy that's an ongoing story, and it looks really intriguing, my kind of book. Here's the summary. My life is not one thinks of when you hear the word shifter. I wasn't born on Earth like most of the normal shifters. For one, my home is some odd 4 billion light years away from Earth. We were like Earth in the fact that we thought we were the only place with intelligent life. Then we found the portals. Ooh, that's a dramatic cliffhanger. I definitely want to read more. Here's the link to that story. Number 3. Next up is Twin Peaks Through the Trees, written by Krista Wagner. It's a mystery not only in genre, but as you can see by the description, there isn't much information unless you've seen the TV series Twin Peaks. It does seem intriguing, though. Here's the summary. A homage to the Twin Peaks TV series in narrative form. So far, she has 536 reads and 15 parts. Her highest ranking is number 5 in Twin Peaks, which is highly impressive. Here's the link. Number 4. Next, we have Blood of the Empire by Queen of Secrets 1308. It's a historical fantasy that looks really super interesting. Honestly, there aren't enough good historical fantasy books out there. So here's the summary. In an empire that was said to be more powerful than the armies of the gods, a storm has begun to brew. Its cause, a woman, and not just any woman, the most powerful woman to have ever ruled. The woman whose steps cause the very ground to quake in fear, and the woman who can silence anything before her. Lady Neela Tirani seems perfect. She was the first woman to be a general in the army of Vimbe. She is kind to everyone, she is loved by the entire kingdom, and she is married to her childhood friend, Prince Bati. However, what the kingdom does not know is that she does not resemble the perfect princess she seems to be on the outside. For Neela has a dark secret, a secret which is threatening to unveil itself, and if she does not play her part in the role she was destined for, it could mean the destruction for everything and everyone she loves. During times of war with the Northern Empire and with the death of the king, Neela must keep her lies buried in the graves without the smart, devilishly handsome Prince Jua finding out about them. But what's a new ruler to do when there is a mole in their midst? When everyone seems to be hiding something, whom can you believe? Exactly how many secrets does it take for an empire to crumble? Yeah, I'm definitely going to check this one out. Its current highest ranking is number 72 in the Unicorn Awards, but the highest ranking on this book has ever had is number 9 in historical fiction, which is so amazing. It was also once featured here on Wattpad, and it's won 2 different awards. Here's the link. Number 5. Finally, we have The Deliverer's Destiny, which is written by Sarsara 14. I've read this book all the way through, and it is amazing, and it'll break your heart and definitely get you addicted to the series. It's also a fantasy book. Here's the summary. Sometimes some must die in order for the rest of us to survive. The world of Desmond is far from peaceful. Ruled by a ruthless beast called the Great Dragon, the people of Desmond live in terror, fearing for their lives and the lives of their children every day. Hope is a word that isn't often used and rarely is had. Those who hope seemingly hope in vain. That is, until 4 embittered teenagers with painful pasts are brought together to fulfill words spoken long ago, that a deliverer would come, and that he would find the one who would save them all. Thrown into a fight for their very lives, the 4 must work together to overcome their own fears and bitterness in order to complete the mission that they have been given. But the great dragon knows that they're coming. And, as we all know, dragons love playing with their food. I just love the ending to her summary. It's quite hooking in my opinion. As you can see, she has a whopping 135,000 reads on this. It also has 44 parts, and it actually used to be a Wattpad featured story for quite a long time before they changed the process of it. She also has this one published if you're interested, but right now it's available free to read on Wattpad as well. Here's the link. So, these are 5 stories written by amazing Wattpad authors, and I really hope that you enjoyed this list. I will be doing more book promotions in the future, so keep an eye out for that. Be sure to subscribe. I also I have Movie Mondays, which is where I post a new fan video, Wattpad Wednesdays, where I give Wattpad and writing advice, Fun Fridays and Saturday Songs, both of which are the only 2 that aren't consistent on schedule updates, and then Christian Chats on Sundays with a new topic every week. Thanks for watching.